What is up, guys? Macabespeed coming at you. 22 LR has long been known as one of the deadliest calibers because people just don't take it seriously. But the statistics don't lie, and 22 LR lethality has been absolutely proved over the existence of firearms history time and time again. Today I've got 3 air guns that all make more energy than a 22 LR. I've got the 22 LR baseline test pig out here today, the revolver Heritage revolver. We've got the T9, we've got the Harpoon, and we've got the venerable GK1. The Huben GK1 is one of the most powerful air pistols on the market at this point, developing up to 100 foot-pounds of energy with the right ammunition and pressure. So absolutely, this is something that's going to outclass the 22 LR cartridge and go ahead and push the limits of what's really capable in compact airgun self-defense. Let's get into it. All right, guys, anytime you go ahead and have a test like this, you absolutely have to start out with a baseline. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to load up the 22 LR cylinder for the Ruger Wrangler. I keep wanting to call it a Ruger Wrangler, but it is a Heritage Rough Rider. 22 LR cylinder for our Heritage Rough Rider, and just give ourselves a baseline. We're going to be using the standard high-velocity CCI coated stuff. The polymer, typical high-velocity 40 grain round that you would find on the shelf in any Walmart. Go ahead and load the cylinder in the side. Rod goes back through where it came from. Oh, I guess the rod goes on the shooting bench here. This is what we're looking at. All right, guys, we're 100% loaded up. We've got our chronograph ready to go. We're going to go on the left-hand side target there, and we're just going to do the absolute best we can to put on a good show for you guys. Cocked, safety off. 613 velocity, so absolutely not a huge amount of velocity or energy with these standard high velocity rounds. 762, 663, 967. Wow, one hot one from CCI. 756, 764. So it seems like with the standard high velocity stuff that we're getting just right off the Walmart shelf, this stuff's basically coming in mid 700s as far as the energy is concerned. I guarantee you every single air gun on the bench right now will smoke that energy level. The only thing that I can do for you to make this a fair test is step it up to the fastest 22 LR in 40 grain that exists, the Aguila Interceptor. This is a really hot little round. Let's go ahead and see what we get over the chrony. All right, that's all of them. And just for a visual comparison, this is what the Aguila Interceptor looks like. Thumb the hammer, safety is off. Bottom right diamond, left-hand side target. 940 velocity, so 200 feet per second hotter right out of the gate, same cartridge. 1037. 1066. This is good energy. 1017. 1040. That's all of them. 958 on that last one, but definitely across the board, the Aguila Interceptor is proving way hotter energy than the standard 22 LR. All right, guys, 100% want to go ahead and start at the top of the dog pile on the self-defense offerings for the airgun side. The Huben GK1 25 caliber has been typically referred to as the #1 self-defense airgun pistol that's out there on the market. Why is that? It's bringing the energy of a 22 LR to the table, typically with almost every single shot. It's got 17 rounds in the magazine, and the air inside this specific air pistol has been in this air pistol for the last 14 months. I have not shot this in the last 14 months. Right? It's been that long sitting there. I've got my chronograph set up. I've got a full magazine of pellets all ready to go. Let's see what we can do on that left-hand side target. I don't know, I like left-hand side targets. I don't even know if it's going to work.
If it's like all mechanically set up correctly, like one of those numbers is supposed to be.
All right, and that's a dry fire. So we just got all the way through the entire magazine, 17 rounds downrange, no failures to feed, no failures to fire. 3-inch group, effectively 3-inch, 4-inch group, basically the size of a baseball. So between myself and 5 yards away, I'm guaranteed I'm effectively not going to miss with the Huben GK1. 25.4 grains air armed Diabolo pellets on that run, and we were doing anywhere from about 1,000 feet per second all the way down to 751.8 on that last shot. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and load it up again and see if we just get the same result on the right-hand side target. I don't see any reason not to. Now, I don't have the same ammunition core that was previously loaded in that gun. I do have these H&Ns. And it's kind of got that super traditional law enforcement style hollow with the cross on it. Phillips head screwdriver style. All right, and I'm just going ahead and giving this cylinder a quick spin here, making sure everything spins freely. You don't want to have any hangups, any type of an interference fit between the pellet and the cylinder and the barrel. That's going to give you a jam.
Oh wow! Just breathe. You double tap. That's when you double tap. That's when you. And the way you're doing. So when you double tap, make it fully hard.
That's 17, I believe. I'm going to go ahead and send one shot, make sure we're clear, because I can't really visually inspect it or open the breech in any way. But I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, dry fire. Good to go. 100% good. Visually inspect. Looks really good. All right, so that's 2 magazines, 100% same behavior, plus 900 plus feet per second on the first shot, 745 feet per second last shot. So they're doing the dirt. What else you want? It's a gun. It shoots 17 times in a row. It makes 22 LR energy. I'm pretty happy with this. I can't really ask for too terribly much more from the Huben in this test. All right, next offering in line, it's going to be a little bit step up as far as caliber. This is the first 9mm offering in our testing today, and I'm extremely excited to see what we can do. The T9 uses an actual 9mm projectile, except for the fact that it is not a jacketed round. These are basically dead soft lead, effectively. Cast from wheel weights, fishing weights, whatever you have, virgin lead if you're Jim at Texoma Precision Pellets and you make them for others. Let's see what they go ahead and weigh. About 71 grains on this, guys. Get loaded up. And now, basically the way that I like to do this is I just go ahead and load them in through the back like this and incrementally put them one after the other. Belt drive drives in, next slot.
9 yards, 10, yeah, 9 to 10 yards.
And I know this takes a little bit of time, but it does beat the hell out of the factory magazine. Not only does the factory magazine have lower capacity and more prone to being kicked out of the breech by the actual inertia of that rotational mag itself, but it also allows you to go ahead and dry fire at the end because there's no block to go ahead and keep the bolt from cycling. This all goes ahead and fixes all of those issues at the same time, so we're going to go ahead and use this guy today. T9, classic, difficulty to cock it. Belt drive through the breech. Send it home. Iron sights only. Right side target. All right, guys, we got 650 feet per second on shot number 11. So that is almost double the shot you get per magazine out of the T50. That's pretty rad to me. Honestly, I'm happy with this. Not only does this cost half as much as the T50, but in addition, you get a magazine on the market that gives you almost double the round count. That to me means more battle effective. All right, guys, the absolute final offering that brought to the table for you guys today in the self-defense shootout between the 22 LR and the airgun competitors that we have to offer here is going to be the AEA Harpoon. This is the Magnum AEA Harpoon with the longest barrel 12 gauge barrels that they make on it. So as far as I'm concerned, this should be the weapon system that's making the most energy. Big cartridges, massive cartridges. We do have everything ready to rock and roll for us here at this point. I'm going to go ahead and load these cartridges. They are pre-charged. I did all the due diligence necessary to go ahead and try and give you guys the best episode possible. Let's load it up. And I'm just going to go ahead and get the data first, so single shot, and then we will give them the give them hell switch and dump both barrels when it comes time to do so. Quick cock, grab the front of the barrel, pushing these directly into the breech. Okay. Ready to go. Gun is hot. Right side target. Safety works. Fire. 514 feet per second with a 421 grain projectile. 554 velocity. Let's just go ahead and load it up immediately one more time and do it again. I just want to see the best, most consistent results I could possibly see out of this. So I think that hitting it back to back as many times as we can in the shortest succession possible, that's going to be the best way to really extrapolate data. It's nice to know that not only did the cartridges work and go off, but also the safety works fairly well, passably, right? Easy. Adapters, threading on ammunition, no problem. Rocking and rolling. Gun is cocked. Cartridges are in the breech. Right side target again. Safety is off. Single shot and fire. 531 velocity. 524. So consistency is there. Consistency is there, and we have 100% success rate so far as cartridges in the breech versus cartridges going off. So, I mean, I'm seeing accuracy, I'm seeing energy, I'm seeing everything that I want to see from this weapon system at this point. Ultimately, it's going to be up to you as far as what works best for you and your defensive choices. But for me, I feel like any of these four offerings that we brought to the table today would absolutely do the job of defending you in a pinch. Some better than others, but once again, that's one of those things where a free country is a great country, right? So make your own choice. Now, with this last set of pre-charged cartridges that I do have, I'm going to go ahead and hit the give 'em hell switch, because the give 'em hell switch sends both strikers at the same time, right? We should be able to send shotgun shells into oblivion with one pull of the trigger here. And left side target, fire. A lot more recoil there. 518 velocity recorded by the 518 velocity recorded by the Garmin, and that's 6 for 6, guys. So 100% reliability as far as the AEA Harpoon today.